meeting. Know the motherfucking vibes. Okay, no, because this is like the first Monday meeting where I feel a little nervous. See, last Monday, I was, I just kind of like joined y'all in. I had y'all kind of sitting there while I was doing my own thing. But now I kind of want to really reel you guys in, really invite you into my space. And warning, if you hear noise in the background, it's okay. Just focus on me. That should be really easy. Don't worry about all that. Worry about me. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna try my best, at least. But yeah. First Monday where I'm nervous, okay? And this is because this is the first time where I'm actually like inviting you guys. But I'm reassuring myself, just show up as I typically do. It's just another Monday meeting, But feels a little different when you're kind of inviting people to your space. My mind started to try to shift gears and it's like, no, bitch, stay on point, stay on task, do what you typically do. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to do that today. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm not doing that much today. Because typically I've been doing a new EQ and a new objective, but my objective, I've been running with this for like this is like the third week. I'm feeling her. I'm still feeling her. Most of the time, if I am changing my objective, it is either because I have accomplished it or because it needs to be molded more in a way. Sometimes like I'll create it and it's like, that's not really hitting on point of what my objective is. So then I mold it up some more, based off of what that week showed me and everything. But I am going to be doing a new essential question. We'll discuss my essential question because I didn't even like talk about it. I didn't talk about what my favorite creative outlet is. I'm going to get into that. When the objective is to slow down, okay, I'm going to slow down. There's no need to talk all fast. I know you just want to spit it out. It's okay. Oh fucking God. But since I will not be creating a new objective, I do have intentions that I want to move with. And it's crazy because these new intentions, I was thinking about creating them into a new objective, but I feel like the objective plays a role in the intentions. So yeah, let's get into it. What shall we do first? Because I put it in order, but like I don't really like to force myself into order. I write my agendas in an order, but I like to be spontaneous and go with how I feel. So let's see what I'm feeling. We're gonna start with the EQ, something light, something sweet to reel in. So last week's EQ was what is your favorite creative outlet and why? It's crazy because I have not really thought about it, but I'm gonna think about that now. I'm gonna reflect upon that right now. Okay, so my favorite creative outlet is singing. That is my favorite creative outlet. Not only just the aspect of singing, but also like creating the songs that I sing. I love, love, love it because the way the wordplay just naturally kind of comes, like even with the newest song that I made, like I remember it started off with 2 lines and coincidentally like 2 of the words in the beginning of the line for both lines, like it started with an L. And I was like, hey, like let me just like look for L words and make it rhyme at the end, how I was already doing the first 2. And I end up making a song, a really good one, not only a really good song, but like a really good song that actually pertained to my life, just from using that simple rule, that approach that we're gonna find words that start with an L. So I love creating music. That was one of the first ways I found myself expressing my emotions in a way that made it clear, made my emotions, things that are occurring internally for me clear. Not only did it make it clear, but it made it feel so much better, in a way. And at first it started with poems, so I'll say like poems / songs, songwriting, singing. Like I love both of those things. That's my favorite outlet because it brings a lot of clarity and a lot of excitement for me, being able to see what I've created inside of me on the outside in such a beautiful form. So yeah, I love that. Yeah. Next. Oh, I have to create a new EQ. I don't know what to create. What should my new essential question be? I'm gonna set some intentions before I create my new EQ. It's weird because typically in the past, when I set intentions, weekly intentions, it includes something more of what I want to see. It's like, ooh, you know, some situation ignited that I need more of something, and I want to see and operate from a place of more of something. But these intentions are kind of different. It's more so of like last week. It's more so situations that last week showed me, and I was able to see myself pursue these intentions. However, what I want to do is just set it as my intention to further propel myself into using that, because I see that, oh, okay, you know, it might have took a few hours for me to get and realize like, okay, this is what I need to be doing, this is how I need to be operating. But I want to set it as my intention to just propel that forward movement and moving in this intention. So my first intention for the week is collaboration, which is also my word of the day. But I intend to and will consult both my heart and mind when navigating through given situations. So last week, first of all, last week was my first time coming into a place of realizing like, oh, I need to start being vulnerable. Like, I sense that, you know, in the past on my channel, a lot of the things I'm sharing, although I may know these things, it comes from, the way I'm sharing it comes from a place of inadequacy, a place of feeling like I have to know these things in order to be valuable or worthy of something. And that comes from a space of operating within my mind. And last week, since I started to tap into this place of just being more vulnerable, sharing what the fuck it is, not only on this platform, but also on my TikTok, coming into that place, I started finding myself consulting with my heart. Even though like it wasn't exactly with given situations, it wasn't exactly in that moment. Later on, at some point, I would find myself taking a few steps downstairs. Okay, what should I do? And you know, my heart is always just telling me to be present, always telling the mind to just wait on the experience, because my mind can see so much further ahead. Like I have a very, very deep sense of tunnel vision, and it's a gift, but it has to be used accordingly, you know? So yeah, you see that far out, but we can't start trying to operate in those ways, because the heart honestly wants to go with the experiences given in front of it. And that going all the way out there is not gonna help. It's not gonna work for her. Now, at times it does, you know, given situation, but important to consult with the heart in order to know what steps to make and what steps not to. So yeah, that really came through a lot last week, and I want to be able to just propel that. And it's crazy because last night I found myself doing it like naturally, and I actually, not only did I start doing it naturally, but it started becoming a vision. Like I could see this entity of my mind and my heart coming together. You know, the mind is like confused up here, she don't know what to do. She goes down to the heart, they begin talking. And it's just the craziest shit ever. But yes, this week I intend to make that effort and really just consult with both heart and mind when moving forward, when taking steps, when navigating, when gaining a better understanding of anything, you know, just really navigating the world in different given situations. So my second intention for the week and my last one is gratitude attitude. I intend to and will seek and find gratitude in any and every given situation. Now, I am going to talk about the situation where this came up. So I ended up finding out that I was not going to be receiving a sum of money that I thought I was going to be receiving. So in that moment when I found that out, I was very like, I was let down in a way. And at this point in time, I was also communicating with my mom. And, you know, she just let me know, she's like, yeah, like, you know, I got you. I'm going to take care of you and stuff still. Like, you know, everything's going to be good. It's okay. But in that moment, like, I heard what she said, but I didn't yet grasp it. So in that moment, I'm just like in this place of being let down. And it's crazy because it really felt like one of those tests, okay? And like, I was just sitting there with that feeling and I really didn't know where to go. I'm like, and you know, all the thoughts were coming in, you know, a bit of anger, like, fuck, you know, that was supposed to be my shit, mad, whatever the case. And I was just kind of more observing these things. And it wasn't until I got home where I kind of sat down with myself more and processed it. And I'm like, okay, I felt some type of way. And, you know, the anger and all these like exerted places of anger where I'm trying to exert my anger onto anything else but me, it really just came from a place of like being let down. So instead of looking at those things that I was trying to pin it onto, like, you know, it should have been mine, woo, I just took it upon myself to look at how I was feeling. It was just like, it was let down. You know, I was expecting something and I did not receive what was expected. And it was really just a matter of processing that feeling and understanding that, okay, just because this situation did not turn out right doesn't mean all the things that you were relying on that source of money will not come to fruition. All the things and projects and things that I want to invest to, that doesn't mean those things won't happen. So just because this thing did not come into fulfillment in the way that you expected doesn't mean that it will not happen. You know, and I was really just able to move past that feeling. Not only move past that feeling, but I remembered what my mother said, and I'm just like, fuck, look at me sitting here mad over this sum of money. The whole time I got everything it is I want, everything it is I need. Who am I to be upset? Who am I to be feeling some type of way, you know? And not that, and like I said, this is after processing the emotion of it, you know, you still have to give yourself that space. But it's just like, I have everything I need. I have everything I want. There's no need to be upset about it, you know? So then, that same night, I found myself recognizing, like, a lot of times when I'm talking about gratitude, it's like I'm just talking about it. I'm more just shedding awareness on the things to be grateful for, but I'm not actually feeling it. And I realized that I'm like, how can I start feeling gratitude? First thing I do, I just go search up like ways to practice gratitude. And I found a few ways, you know, things like meditation, things like, I found a specific like journaling practice to do where you write on one side of the piece of paper what you're grateful for, 5 or things more you're grateful for, and then wins. So the thing about that is the reason why I'm not able, the reason why I was not really feeling the gratitude is because I put it in such a broad idea, like big things that are just like mundane in a way and always there. So you always have your body, you always have all these things. But what I began to do with that journal practice is actually tie it to that specific day. So even if it is something mundane like my body, I can find something within the day where it was like, oh, okay, you know, I was able to use my body in this way today that helped me do this. So I'm grateful for my body. And it brought more of a sense of gratitude for me. And I was able to really capture that feeling for myself with that journal practice. Not only that, but I also found another way. And when I saw this way, I was like, oh shit. It came 360. I was like, oh shit. Expressing gratitude. That is the way to practice gratitude. Telling people what you're thankful for them about. And I was like, okay, gotta go tell my mom thank you. But it was like late at night and shit. She wasn't even home. So the next day, I ended up going to do it, right? And before I ended up going to do it, like, for hours prior, like, I was kind of around her and the idea was there of me wanting to do it, but I hadn't pursued it, right? And it wasn't until I was watching a video where I'm like, shit, this video is an hour long. I'm feeling the feeling on my chest, you know, I'm feeling it on me to just like go ahead and give that thanks, you know. So I paused the video and I just sit there and I'm like, what's stopping you? Like, why aren't you going to do it? Why do you feel the need to sit here, hesitate? Like, what's stopping you from going and doing the thing that you just stopped this video to go do? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, it's my mind, she's stopping me. So then I tap into the heart. The heart is feeling this feeling right now. And it's important to express that feeling, to let it be seen, heard in some shape or form. So that was the thing that made me just get up and get out of my mind and go and give thanks to my mother. So beautiful experience. I love it. I really did. It was really different. I never really told my mom thank you for things. Like, I'm pretty sure I've told her thank you, like, for things she done, but just like an overall thank you for everything you really provided and supported me in my life. Yes. So gratitude is the best attitude, and I want to move forward being able to not allow letdowns and disappointment and all this other bullshit steer me away from the things there are to be grateful for. So that's my intentions for the week. I love these because like I said, it's the first time where this is the first time where I am setting out these intentions, not because I want to see more of it, but because, because I want to see more of it, but because I already have saw a glimpse of it. And I want to see that prevail and propel me forward into everything else, you know. But it's not coming from a place of like setting out an intention because I want to draw something in that I have not seen, that I'm not really seeing. This is something that I see and I want to ignite it. So yeah, and I think that's really what intention should really be about, for real. It should be to ignite all it is that you're already doing, already seeing within your reality in some shape or form, and just igniting those things. What should I make it be, y'all? Help me. I don't know what to make my essential question. What do I have to ask me? Hold on, I'm starting to draw towards something. I don't know yet though. Let me see. Because I'm thinking about the specific things within consulting my heart and mind. Sometimes things held within the mind are like fears or like, it's a broad idea of things, especially yesterday. Like yesterday, it was more so of me allowing someone's words to impact me and make me feel some type of way. And baby, she went straight down to the heart, and the heart let her motherfucker know, but you don't let nobody impact you like that. So then we went back to that situation, and she allowed her to say, or allowed to see the situation different. Instead of allowing those words to impact me, allow those words to be a reflection of that person. And that really helped my mind so much. Even though that's something I already kind of understand, like, to do, it was like I needed my heart's help in doing that. I really did. Things like that, things of vulnerability and inadequacy, it's like I kind of want to get into that type of subject, but I'm not sure what to actually, the question actually be. I don't know. A lot of my family is here right now though. Kids are out of school. I do want to go downstairs. I know you can probably hear them. I don't know. But I'm talking about them. It ain't even them. It's my mama. This really helps me think. It's crazy that I'm starting to naturally do this shit when I'm thinking, bro. Maybe I should consult with the heart. What should we make it? Oh, so the heart wants to get into feelings about like how certain things make me feel. So like how would vulnerability make me feel?
Oh, it's cold up here too. Turn that heat up. I need it like 90 degrees. Oh my God.
What feelings in thoughts does inadequacy bring up for you? Even though this is something that I'm more so like moving past and moving through at the current moment, I still feel like it's important to talk about because I haven't really gotten to that subject. It's more so something like I just knew, like, okay, like I feel inadequate for not knowing certain things, and I want to show up as this know-it-all and be able to teach and be a teacher and help people, guide the people. But in reality, the way to guide the people is by being vulnerable, being both the teacher and the student. Because that's what I am. That's what I've always been. But I tried to come up here being something else. So what feelings and thoughts does inadequacy bring up? Is that a good question? I don't know, because that's not even what I've been seeing. What feelings and thoughts does vulnerability bring up? Because I have been being vulnerable, and it is still something that's new, and perhaps things might still creep in, so I'll be able to see those things. That's going to be the new essential question. The setup from earlier though. Baby, I stacked some books just to get my phone a little taller, get us meeting eye to eye. But in this book, so far I've learned that, first of all, there's steps to yoga. And the first steps are surrounded about, you know, a lifestyle to live and the way you operate in the world, pretty much. And really that's just to get yourself to the cleanest mental, physical state when actually pursuing yoga, the physical aspects of yoga. Not only that, I also learned that with the actual physical steps of yoga, like I've skipped a lot of fucking steps, like with the shit that I be doing. So it was like last summer when I started doing pranayama. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but pranayama breathing exercises. I had learned it through this random ass lady that I found on Eventbrite, but I really found it to bring me to like a really nice state of physical being. Like practicing pranayama breathing, really like you can feel a lot within your body, a lot of tingles and things like that. But they actually said like you shouldn't even be doing it until you like really master the physical part, the like actual exercise. And so that was kind of interesting to see. And I'm kind of glad I already broke the rules, because now I actually don't feel so bad about it. Like if I hadn't already broke the rules, I would have been feeling like obligated to do it the way the book is telling me. But like, I'm just here to get the info and do what I will with it, you know? But I already broke the rules. I already do pranayama breathing, and it really does help so much. Yes, it's actually crazy that it says that, because yeah, yoga is really about connecting both the mind and body, but it just stated like, you know, it's good to gain better coordination and balance. That is one thing that yoga really helped me with. In my past video, it's crazy because I was doing yoga, and specific yoga pose that I was doing, that actually helped with my balance. I used to have terrible balance, like constantly like kind of tipping over from any small, like if I just lift my leg up a little and I'm moving a little too fast, like really easily tipping over. But last year practicing that yoga pose helped a lot. But now what I'm doing with that yoga pose is like I'm learning to close my eyes and do it, because what I'm doing there is allowing my spirit, allowing myself to trust in my spirit. And what happens is things get a little shaky. Once I close my eyes, oh shit, the body's like, fuck no, what's going on? But I've been practicing that more often, just closing my eyes and allowing myself to trust for as long as I can. And yeah. That's enough talk about yoga. Honestly, I don't think I've ever talked this much about yoga. Like, I don't be talking about these things, to be honest. I don't. But I would love to dive into this a lot more. There we go. So the pranayama breathing I was actually talking about earlier, that technique I didn't explain then, but I'll explain now. Pranayama breathing is where you're breathing in and out of your mouth, and only your mouth, no nostrils. However, like, something's been kind of weird with my breathing. Like, it feels like I'm holding back, and it's been feeling like that for quite a while. Like, especially as I've been meditating in the mornings, I like kind of see it more. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, my breathing just doesn't feel the same anymore. It doesn't bring that same exalt. It's like the push out part. I can breathe in just fine, but it's like pushing out. It doesn't feel like I'm getting everything out. What I also find is I have been feeling more like in certain scenarios where I'm just like, you know, I feel a bit more release when I'm like making an audible noise with it. So perhaps that would help. I don't know. We're gonna test it out. This surprisingly feels much fucking better. That brings such a fucking great release that I can't even explain. But boy, it feels miraculous. It feels like I'm finally letting my body speak. And you know, I laugh at these things. A lot of times I do stuff like this, and I always find myself laughing in the beginning because, like, honestly, the human body, the human reality is like very funny, and things like that, to like be able to make noises like that is hilarious. Not only is it hilarious, but it brings a great release. It's hilarious that something that sounds so like absurd in a way can bring something so harmonious internally. That felt fucking miraculous. And I didn't even do it for that long. I feel a need to go slower though. Oh my goodness. My body feels so fucking relaxed right now. It's weird that I actually feel the need to go slower because I remember the last full moon, I did a sort of full moon ritual with using pranayama breathing, but I didn't use it like in the ways that I just did, you know, just sitting and breathing. I was incorporating a bit of physical exercise with it, and I was using like this thrust, you know, of inhalation and exhalation of my breath at a fast pace, of like thrusting through the physical exercise that I was doing. But you know, this stillness, in this stillness, feeling what my body needs and allowing that to just be pushed and exalted out of me, it brings a really great feeling. Now, with my last shit, doing that thrusting, now it brings a feeling, all right. It helps ignite a lot of shit. Like, it was the craziest feeling ever. I could feel my abs like tightening, and like feeling so squirmish and like vulnerable in a way at the same time. And then my feet were tingling, my hands were tingling. It was a beautiful experience. And it's crazy. I was gonna share that experience, not up here because I was kind of quite butt naked, but I was guided not to share that. And that actually kind of just made me hesitant. Like, should I be sharing this, what I'm doing right now? It's like, I actually feel a bit comfortable doing it, so I will proceed to. But with that, that was like a different level. Like I said, it brought a lot of symptoms with it, like abs, feeling flustered, tightened and shit, hands tingling, feet tingling. Like that was something very, very powerful, a very, very powerful tool in my toolbox. And even though I just shared a bit of how to do it, I'm still not really sharing my own personal process and what I do. We'll keep that on the hush. I gotta keep some things a secret, okay? I'm gonna let this out though. Like I said though, like a few days ago, I found myself audibly expressing like the exhalation of my breath. And it did make me feel good, which I'm so happy I allowed that to guide me. But in that specific situation, it was more so of like an emotion going on. It was like, you know, when you sigh, it's like, and now I kind of recognize how important it is to let those things out. I remember being a child and I would be the type to let out those sighs, the type to smack my teeth. And that was really my way of letting that out, exalting how it is I feel. And I realize how important that is now, and that children should not be scrutinized for it. They shouldn't be. Should they be disciplined and guided in a way? Yes, but not scrutinized and told to abandon and not do that thing just because of what you perceive from it. But in reality, that's a way to let out that energy. It needs to be let out some way, you know. Girl, I'm up here, net up here and all, and I'm still that bitch. I love me some me. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I was trying to do something sweet. Okay, I'm not plugging that shit back in. Until next time.